I'm sliding with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. Welcome.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Houston Texans and themselves. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
From the 50, it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's caught. It's Thomas. He'll be ridden out of bounds. Didn't even come close to sniffing the end zone. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now the former Illinois man, it's Josh Ferguson. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. 30, 20, 10. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense heading out, and time to discuss their backfield. You know, it's been interesting during training camp. First, they decided to cut bait on Deontay Foreman, Charles. Just couldn't seem to come back from his Achilles injury. He wound up in Indy, and to replace him, they took a swing on Duke Johnson, who'd been wanting a trade out of Cleveland.
And I like the move for Duke Johnson because in head coach Bill O'Brien's offense, having that versatile running back who can run it and catch it out of the backfield is paramount. I think he'll have an immediate role for the Houston Texans.
Of course, they still got Lamar Miller as their number 1. Could they be a landing spot for somebody like a Melvin Gordon?
Yeah, they could. And I know a lot of people would say, well, what if Dallas wants to trade Ezekiel Elliott? I don't see that part happening. But I think Bill O'Brien.
There goes Duke Johnson. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson. 76 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Texans football to start quarter 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 31-yard line.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Check 41. Check back.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Strong right. 3 down.
From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. Refute. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is incomplete. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. On 1st and 10, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
To throw is Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And we focus on Duke Johnson now. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield, and that's exactly what he did.
So we come upon halftime. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Deshaun Watson of the Texans offense trot back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this, a fake? Staying on his feet. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
On first down, Ferguson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now it's Watson, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. On 3rd and goal, Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of.
Thanks, John. Tell me if you can hear it. Tell me if you can hear it.
And those ball carriers are getting
tagged. Trinity, I'm gonna get you. Tell me if you can hear it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's gonna throw it.
Ooh.
The fake field goal catches everyone.
Tell me if you can hear the mic.
And the Texans push further out in front.
Tell me if you can hear it.
Oh no, I got a disease. Oh no, I got a disease. He says it works.
I can hear it. Now, talk to me in the chat now. I'm the one with 24.
No, I'm the one with 24.
No, you're not, Shannon. Shannon, you're the one who's bad at playing PlayStation. Even though you got a PlayStation, you barely even have games on.
I don't play PlayStation.
See? You prove it that you're bad at PlayStation.
Yeah, I don't play.
You said you did know how to do it better than me.
I said I do know how to
and I'm winning.
on PlayStation, kind of.
It's easy.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
What'd you say?
That's retarded.
Nice fielded in the end zone.
Trey, you're not gonna make it. Oh, I tried to truck you.
Take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We learned a different truck technique. We learned another tackle technique in football practice. It was you had to do this like this. Like you're pushing them, but you have to get close to them so you can so they won't think you're pushing them. Oh, did you see the start? It glue.
So you gotta do like this?
Yeah, you have to do it hard though. You have to get under their armpits and then pull them up. Like you're a bully. Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, but you can't do it high. You have to do it up like that.
That's like cheat.
I know, but still, coach taught us to do it. Another star. Yeah, Casey Timmons. Huh?
I was on his team.
I thought you could hear me. Oh. Oh, you called me. I didn't see that.
I didn't even see that either.
I said I can't even hear me. Okay.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he fends him off. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. After the safety, remember, they also...
Bruh, look at his dude. One way. Trenton, you got a flag. Get cramps.
I got cramps.
I'm the one with 26. Trenton's the one with 6. With the doo-doo. What did I just hear? I says I can't believe they even let you play. They got me so put a scar in your... Oh wait, is he calling me? What did he say? 2 hours. 2 hours. I'm waiting for the call. Wait, go ask your mom first, Shannon. Wait, you gotta play. Okay, and then you keep on pushing X.
Almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Trying to push X.
Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards.
Trying to push X.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL.
You don't work. Wait, he's calling me?
I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the
So, Trina's mom said, yeah.
I'm not sure about Hawkins.
Watson now
What? Oh, Trina, you got it. Come on, dog. He's scared of me. Watch out for the spider also, because there's a spider. There's a garden spider. It's really big.
It's like as big as your face.
Oh, bully me, kid. I can't. Oh.
That's actually true. It's actually big as
Yeah, you gotta be more specific.
Able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
What?
That's a very good play defensively right there.
Bobby, what was it?
He can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way you're able to contain it? It also tells me the cover is excellent.
It's like the dark yellow.
Watson now to throw on 4th down.
But let me watch this. Bro, why did I go back? 4th and inches. I'm gonna have to go for one of these plays.
This is my money.
I know, but your head. I know.
But your head's too big for my money.
Make up me like
So
that.
better to track with your man defensively than trying to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Yeah, I'm Joseph.
Joseph from Jeffy. Oh, he left a wide open thing.
Is that Ken Jefferson?
He didn't call me. Wait, did he call me? No, he didn't call me yet.
But if we don't call that,
Where's the spider? Oh, the spider's right beside the... No, he's not on the door, but he's right beside the window that is close to the living room. But it's like, you just have to run to the door and then knock on it, and we'll answer really quick, so you don't have to be outside with there for long with it.
This will be caught just inside the
Oh! Shouldn't quit. I got a 2-pointer. It's my first 2-pointer. And Josh says, we're all, me, you, and Trinity are gonna watch Texans versus the Cowboys game on the. On my. Since we can't watch it on TV, we're gonna have to watch it on all of our phones.
So we can't watch it?
Huh? Let me out.
But we can watch it like on the phone.
I know, that's what I just said.
My mom said we can go to the game.
Oh, what?
We can go to the game.
We can go to the game?
Yeah, but it's kind of far.
So we can't.
It's late now.
Yeah. We should have gone yesterday. Actually, we couldn't go yesterday. It was Friday. I love you. Ew, ew, ew. Dog.
Come on.
Trinity, you're cheating.
Oh, I thought it was part of the milk here. I thought I beat it out. I was like,
You should hear what the guy says on it. Wait. Wait.
it's a pass.
What? Trinity, I was listening to this, and then it had it said
He's wild.
why do you even play and stuff? Oh. What are you doing? Why do you do that? Why do you do that? It's the minute warning. Oh my gosh, it's actually fourth quarter. This video's been on for 31 minutes.
It's already been 31 minutes.
Look!
It doesn't feel like 30 minutes.
Wait, if it's been 30 minutes, then, oh my gosh, it's 5:29. Oh, no.
Caught it.
Did you catch it? I wasn't watching you cheating, kid. Oh, wait. You don't got it.
So why don't you just call him?
He's gonna call me. My mom hasn't answered me. Okay. Then we'll wait. I'm gonna have to leave Trent's house at 8 o'clock.
7:30 or between 7:30
If Josh, if you stay a little bit longer, I'll ask my mom if I can stay a little bit longer. What'd you say, Trent?
7:30 between 8, bro.
Why?
It depends when she leaves the wedding.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna ask.
7:30 between 8.
And how big is the spider? It's like it's not
As big as your head.
It's as big as your head, but it's not. You could throw a basketball at it, and it's not even that big.
It won't die.
You won't die. It's a venomous, but it's just a garden spider.
Yeah.
Search it up, and it says it's poisonous a little bit.
It's not a little bit.
No, not poisonous, venomous. Yep. That's. The spider is as the size of your hand and stuff. Trinity just says that it's the size of your head because dumb AF.
Like the size of your head.
Don't tell me I get another fumble. Oh my gosh, I got the ball!
I didn't get to get it.
Trinity.
Let me talk.
Okay, you can talk. Hey,
And with that kind of a
I got
deficit,
a trophy. Let me check first. I need to check what trophy I got. I'll be back on. Wait, trophy? Why do you do that? It's a silver trophy. Okay. Trina, what are you doing?
Bro, what are you doing? Stop, bro.
Quit moving it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game
Bruh,
comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
No.
I'm just going to tell you,
Oh!
in the 2015
Imagine
season,
if I just juked the other guy. No.
If your mom, bro, what if it comes like at 7, bro?
I'll just have to stay longer. Josh is coming.
Bro, your mom's probably gonna say no because it's already gonna be late.
No, it's not gonna be that late. Late is like at 10 o'clock. Let's both. Let's go to mall.
Mom will let me. Trust me.
Ooh, oh, get spin moved on. You got spinned on. Spin. And then whenever you get here, we're gonna go running around the block and then go on the trampoline to play Pokemon Go. So we can move a lot. Because we're Trinity's skinny and we're both fat.
You're just.
They're at the kids' table.
Should've pushed A. Yeah, you're that skinny. I was not talking about you, Trina. You're skinny. Me and Josh just got some weight to get off of.
I'm like
So we're gonna do 25 push-ups like from the major pain where
I
it
can
says
do 60 push-ups.
Oh, and Trennan texted Lexi. Yo!
I was like, yo, Lexi. Josh actually texted Lexi.
Who? Josh?
You.
Oh, cause I was wait, what you do? I texted on Trennan's phone telling her that he was gonna go back to school on September. Trennan, what are you doing? He said he's gonna go to school on September 1st or 2nd. No. September 1st is not even. September 1st is no school. September 2nd is no school.
So I guess I go September 30th.
I think. Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Bro, come on, bro. Let's play.
Oh, I already. Oh, so I can end the stream. Yeah.
End the stream.
Yeah. I'm gonna create another stream so we could talk more. Okay, so.
Wait, he's talking?
No, he's not talking.
Then how do you?